Okay, hello out there. This is Day Trader Rockstar here for watch list for Wednesday, May 21st. I'm going to start off right off into the S&P chart right here. That nice rising wedge. This is a 60-minute chart time period, and this is actually something I put out for the 10 for 1,000 watch list at that level. But this was today, so you could actually see how this came right back down. Now, if we zoom this in here. We zoom this in and we actually see what we're dealing with here. That trend line pretty much hits its mark. The price hits its mark. It'll go right up there, right on the perfect hit right here. Perfect. All right. This was about 1409, 1409 area right here. And we hit it perfectly. So tomorrow we're set up right here. This is exactly where we're set up. So if I zoom it back out a little, you'll see we're at the lower end of this channel, this rising wedge channel. Now, the low of a rising wedge, as the price continues to contract to a point, that's the wedge, and if it's heading up in a bear market trend, and this is before this trend happened, we had a bear market trend, and so everything's showing its true colors here. And now one of the rules of this, it never makes it to the apex of the trade. It always collapses before the apex. So this is actually the perfect time for a breakdown tomorrow. So we're going to watch this level. It's 1407, 1408, all the way down to the 1400 mark, because we probably might see, there's a good chance there could be a pop through and then a push back up. So we're going to watch this whole area between 1400 and 1408. One good thing I like about this is a couple good things I like about the bounce here. First of all, we're on this major trend line on the 60-minute chart. Good area for a bounce. Alright, number two, we have oversold stochastics in all the charts except the daily. So in the 60-minute stochastics right here, oversold. On the 30-minute, of course, that's going to be oversold too. And actually we're starting to get a little bounce. On the 15-minute, we're getting bullish here. We're getting actually very bullish on this bounce. So, and then the 5-minute, it won't be relevant. But the 60-minute, 30-minute, 15-minute, very bullish charts on the stochastics. That's another reason I'm kind of liking to see a bounce tomorrow. But if we do see that bounce, I honestly believe this pattern is going to play out eventually. We could get a bounce up here to maybe the 50-period moving average on the 60-minute chart. And that might cause these stochastics to start getting up there in a little overbought area, and then we're going to turn over and come down. That's one of my scenarios. Get a nice little bounce tomorrow, fail, and then come down through. Or another scenario is, depending on what type of news it is, we'll come down here, we'll test this, maybe break through it, test all around it. And if we do break through with volume, maybe we'll see some selling coming in. So it's just going to be an interesting day tomorrow. I don't want to get, again, I want to let the market to give us direction. I'm in some good positions. I'll talk about some good ones tonight real fast. I think you got to start looking at the Apple and the Google on pullback. So if this market does pull back, you want to take a look at Apple here on the daily chart. Actually, I wanted to bring that up. We're actually pulled right back to the 20-period moving average. So it'll be interesting to see if this bounces. This is actually classic 1, 2, 3, 4 pullback. So if we can make new highs tomorrow and move higher, this actually can move to new highs. So I'd watch this Apple very closely. One of my number one play today, of course, if you've been listening to the radio today, you heard it early in the morning. I said XIDE, and actually went out on the 10 for 1,000 watch list too. Breakout trigger was 1575. I got in early this morning. I just got in it because I liked the action, and it was showing good relative strength as the market was selling off. So I jumped in it, added to my position. I ended up holding 400 shares now. I had a really nice. I got $1 off the stock so far with my 400 shares. So stochastics is telling me this thing's probably going to continue tomorrow. And another great thing about this is, let me take a look at that volume chart here. Where is my volume? I'm using IQ charts here. It's an excellent program. So you see the volume here, greater than average volume, more than, looks like 100 and almost 150% volume here. And we're breaking out to 52-week highs. So this is probably going to get a nice continuation move tomorrow, especially because it's an alternative energy stock dealing with batteries and stuff. So maybe it hasn't even made its move yet. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens tomorrow on this one. Let's see, the next one, we'll jump on one. Here's some I just want to throw out for you. I'm not making any calls on them or anything. Watch GE, possible triple bottom here. Possible triple bottom here. Another good reason. Big stocks hitting some good resistance areas could also help the market bounce tomorrow. So we have a triple bottom here in GE. Keep your eyes on it. I might actually jump in here if we break, or right around this area, if we start seeing some strength. I might actually start to scale in tomorrow on GE down in this $30 area, $31, $30. Cephalon, that was another one that my picks this morning. I said Cephalon. I didn't get in on this one, but I just want to bring this one up to you. This is a classic buy signal right here, and I brought this. This was actually off the 10 for 1,000 watch for this week too. So both of these stocks already made their profits, and this was what I call the slanted W pattern. This is it's actually like a slanted company handle, slanted. I call it a slanted W pattern, and we have a downward trend and trend line. And what we want to see is a move up, break up, and then a pullback and retest that trend line, which hopefully has second support with a moving average. And we did that, and it just went up. The stochastics were looking really good on this also at the point here it looks like they're going to get a little embedded up here. So things look good with the Cephalon. That was actually a good trade today if anybody got into it. I just wanted to show you the perfect setup. Always look for those setups. They're unstoppable right there. A lot of stocks on the list. I'm not going to go over too many because I want to get this out on YouTube, and they only give me about 10 minutes, so I know I waste half my time. Cephalon, Qualcomm. I'm looking for Qualcomm on the pullback. Here's one that looks interesting. I haven't talked about it much. Is Drill Equipment Company, DRQ. Nice cup and handle right here. Just a nice continuation pattern. Nice consolidation in the last 3-day pattern here. So I'm looking for actually strength above $62, $62.02, and I would watch for strength coming in here. This one's looking good. The stochastics are gliding up here, getting a little embedded here. Things are looking really good. So DRQ, I'll be watching that one tomorrow. Baidu starting to come up on my screen. I'm starting to like the indicators in Baidu. Starbucks, I re-entered Starbucks today, and pretty much nailed the bottom on that. Even though I didn't get a perfect bottom, but I called the bottom right there, 1650 area, right off of this 20-period moving average on the daily chart, and it had a nice rebound. And we'll see what happens with it. I'll scale in as I see fit. I think we've seen the bottom in this stock. It's $16. Maybe we're going to get down to the $60, fill this little gap here. That's as far as I'd go. But I would continue to scale in here on that one. Also, take a look at one more stock. This nuclear company, USU. Just a nice trend in the stochastics are getting very bullish here. It's we have a nice 2-day consolidation. So if this one wants to continue, we might have a little extended blow off top here, so we might get a nice move on this one today on USU. Alright, that's it. I want to get this video out for you. I actually have about 7 other stocks, but I'll talk about those in the morning. You can tune in each morning on daytradingradio.com. That's daytradingradio.com. I get on the air about 8:15, 8:30 pre-market Eastern Standard Time, and I go all the way all day, calling the trades, news, everything. Just live trading, live music, and a friggin' good show. So come on by and check it out. Let me know. Email me at ironaction@yahoo.com if you can't get in because the server's getting filled up again. A lot of listeners. I'll talk to you tomorrow in the morning.